No, I don't care what it takes to get him. Because what I saw at WrestleMania was something out of a movie, I'm telling ya. Because I know I can manage him and push him to the top of this whole company. So get me in touch with him. Alright, bye. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me be the first person to welcome you to LWA Wrestling. And tonight's episode of LWA Wrestling is kind of bittersweet for me, because I love doing these shows, but tonight is my final night as the LWA General Manager. Because I'm sure you all saw, at LWA Wrestling in Chicago, I had a career versus commissioner match where if I won, he would be fired from LWA forever. But if he won, my job and my duty as LWA commissioner would be stripped from me. And also, as I'm sure you all saw, I lost that match. So tonight, I am officially resigning from my duties as LWA General Manager. I no longer call the shots, but don't worry, because I will still be the voice of LWA calling all these matches, and I will still be the founder of the promotion we all love. And don't worry, because I feel like I've picked a very good replacement. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your new LWA General Manager. Thank you all for the warm welcome. Now, as Logan explained, I will be the new LWA General Manager, and don't worry, because he left this promotion in good hands. And let's cut the BS, because my first major announcement is actually right now. And this announcement is in regard to the LWA Cruiserweight Champion, AJ Styles. So if you would be so kind to make your way to the ring right now. Now, AJ, congratulations for your win for the LWA Cruiserweight Championship at WrestleMania. But unfortunately, the LWA Cruiserweight division is no more. No, don't get mad just yet, because that's not all. The LWA Cruiserweight Championship will be replaced with the new LWA Intercontinental Championship. So ladies and gentlemen, here is your first ever LWA Intercontinental Champion, AJ Styles. and anyone can compete for this championship, as the cruiserweight division is no more. But I'm not done just yet, AJ. You will be putting that title up for grabs at Money in the Bank. And please welcome your opponent.
Let me talk to you.
Unfortunately, this segment's already took more than enough time off the show, AJ, so unfortunately we're going to have to keep this short and sweet. Now that the megastar LA Knight is in LWA, your reigns also going to have to be cut short. So, LWA Universe, let AJ Styles know whose game it is, with everybody saying,
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest at this time, Sammy Guevara. Now, Sammy, obviously you're about to head into a Money in the Bank qualifier against the man who turned on you at WrestleMania Chicago, Randy Orton. Did turning on you change your perspective on where you rank here in LWA?
yeah, that betrayal at WrestleMania Chicago really hurt me. And it brought me down to earth because I brought in Randy Orton to give me advice on what it takes to be an LWA superstar and an LWA champion. But obviously, I still think I'm one of the best competitors here in LWA. So I definitely got a lot of apologies to make in the locker room these next couple of weeks. But listen, it doesn't matter, because tonight I make my way to Money in the Bank. And the first step is beating the man that betrayed me. Randy, once I get my hands on you, you'll regret ever turning on me in the first place. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to LWA Wrestling, the first LWA wrestling show after WrestleMania Chicago, the first one of the new season. But we are starting off with Sammy Guevara versus Randy Orton in a Money in the Bank qualifier. Sammy obviously lost his Cruiserweight Championship, and now a change of attitude, as he's been a dirtbag for a while, has a lot to make up for that. But here is the man that kind of caused that change of attitude in Sammy Guevara, Randy Orton, as he turned on him at WrestleMania Chicago after losing the Cruiserweight Championship to AJ Styles, which is now the Intercontinental Championship, obviously, as we saw earlier tonight. But here is the Viper. Randy Orton looking to make his way back to the Money in the Bank ladder match after not participating in one since the first ever in 2020. As now the former mentor of Sammy Guevara and the protege are facing off here as a collar elbow tie-up, but the veteran gets an upper hand early here. And now, taking it to the ground there, as now he has him in a headlock. Sammy Guevara has got to get creative here and outpace Randy Orton, as he is more high-flying and faster than Orton. But now here we go, rolling through, and now, bridge there, and now rolling through again. Never go cover, roll up, and no, kick out by Orton. And misses the super kick. But big lariat catches Guevara off guard. Orton has Guevara in his sights now, and big uppercut there rocks the former Cruiserweight champion. Now Guevara showing off some of that Cruiserweight ability, and now Hurricane Rana takes down the Apex Predator. And now Guevara gonna look to fly here, jumping up to the top rope. Crossbody, no! Find an RKO out of nowhere, but Guevara rolls out before Orton could get the cover off. Now Orton stalking his prey once again, waiting for him to get up so he can hit that RKO one last time and make his way to Money in the Bank. No! Reverses it, now has him! Gonna go for GTH connects. That's gotta be it. Sammy's going to the Money in the Bank ladder match. The LWA universe still very iffy about Guevara, but he's trying to change his ways. But all I know is he'll have to do a lot to make up for the past couple years. At WrestleMania Chicago, I put one of the biggest thorns in my side to rest in Tommaso Ciampa. And no one thought I could do it. No one thought I was extreme enough. No one thought I was hardcore enough to put down the Blackheart in circumstances like a Chicago street fight. But guess what? I did. Tommaso Ciampa didn't have what it takes to put down Johnny Wrestling for a 3 count. But what's next up on the table for me is an opportunity for a championship I should be holding right now, because we all know if it wasn't for Tommaso Ciampa, I would have won the LWA World Heavyweight Championship at Ultimate X, but I'm rambling, because at Heroes and Villains, it will be me versus the new LWA World Heavyweight Champion, Cody Rhodes. And my message to you, Cody, is that no amount of training, no amount of hard work, no amount of dedication, no amount of heart can prepare you for my natural talent in the squared circle. I will run circles around you. And a couple weeks ago, you were talking about me bringing 110% to have the ability to beat you. And no amount of percents you bring can stop Johnny Wrestling for putting you down for the 3 count. So listen, you might as well accept it now, because Johnny Gargano will be your new LWA World Heavyweight Champion. Welcome back to LWA Wrestling. Some strong words from Johnny Gargano right there ahead of Heroes and Villains, where he will take on Cody Rhodes for the LWA World Heavyweight Championship. But next up, we have the Bloodline, and especially Roman Reigns addressing what happened at WrestleMania and addressing what will be next for them after WrestleMania. Obviously, Roman Reigns defeated The Undertaker, not very clean, but he still got it done, which is very impressive. The Usos retained their LWA World Tag Team Championships in a ladder match against Eddie and Ray and Fly High Never Die with the help of Bronson Reed. We also had Bronson Reed taking on Vader and Brock Lesnar for the Hardcore Championship, but could not get it done as Vader was the one to do it. But here is the Bloodline.
Now at WrestleMania Chicago, I did what everybody thought was impossible. I defeated the dead man and put him in the grave for good. And the cherry on top is, the rest of the Bloodline did their job too. Except for one person. Bronson. Bronson, you see, Jimmy and Jake did their job, retaining the tag team titles. I did my job, defeating the dead man, and, but you couldn't finish the job against Vader and Brock Lesnar and bring the hardcore title to the Bloodline. But you see, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, because you did not get pinned. And also, you did help Jimmy and Jay in their match, and I appreciate you for this, but let me just say this. You're on a very strict time limit to bring the LWA Hardcore Championship to the family. And Bronson, if you don't bring that title to the Bloodline. You know what will happen.
Oh my, and it seems like for the very first time since the Bloodline has made their debut in LWA, there is some tension between these guys here, but what the hell? CM Punk is here! What does he have to do with the Bloodline? We saw him return to LWA at WrestleMania Chicago in his hometown against Seth Rollins, but what does he have to do with Roman Reigns and the rest of the Bloodline? Here is the Second City Saint. My goodness. The Bloodline confused at everybody here. CM Punk might have some words to say to Roman Reigns. Let's see what he has to say here.
Punk, what the hell does any of this have to do with you? I mean, why the hell are you out here?
Now, Roman, I know that I've been gone for a long time. Everyone in this arena knows that, and I understand I missed a lot in this company. But listen, Roman, last time I was here, let's just say you weren't much of a tribal chief. And believe it or not, when I was gone from this company, I was keeping a close eye on it. And most importantly, I was keeping a close eye on you. Because listen, I'm not scared to say anything. I'm the voice of the voiceless. I'll tell it to you straight every time. You are not a tribal chief. Punk calling out Roman here tonight. And in Chicago at WrestleMania, 3 matches after my return to this company, I saw you embarrass the sport of professional wrestling. And believe it or not, I got a lot of pride for the thing we all put our hearts so deep into. So listen, to call yourself the tribal chief after the display of cowardness when you cheated to beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania, it's a disappointment to the sport. It's a disappointment to every single one of these people watching right now. And most of all, it's a disappointment to your whole family tree.
So as much as I'm concerned, Roman, the people who put true displays of professional wrestling at WrestleMania are the tribal chiefs. The Usos, who retain their titles in a ladder match, may as well be the tribal chiefs. Bronson, who may have lost, but still put up a damn good match and a damn good effort against 2 of the biggest monsters in wrestling, may as well be the tribal chiefs, but I could be wrong. But one thing I do know for sure is that, Roman, you're not the tribal chief. So, Roman, I guess my point here is that I'm here to prove that you're nothing more than a coward who can't fight his own battles.
Punk doesn't seem to be flinching from the strength of the Bloodline, especially in numbers, as what is Roman gonna say here after being disrespected by Punk? But now here he comes! Superman punch, no dodge! Gets him up! GTS! Connects, taking down the tribal chief! And Punk escapes out the ring! Punk just made Roman Reigns go to sleep! My goodness! What just happened? That all happened so quick. CM Punk better run because the Bloodline will not be too far behind him. What did we just see? I'm still shocked on what we just saw from CM Punk and Roman Reigns, but next up, we have another Money in the Bank qualifying matchup between Apollo Crews and Drake Maverick. But here comes former North American champion Apollo Crews, who hasn't had much success since then. I think he hasn't even picked up a win since dropping the belt to Gunther at Royal Rumble. And a great way to get momentum rolling again is winning the Money in the Bank ladder match, but first you gotta get into it. But here comes his opponent in this matchup, Drake Maverick, who also hasn't been on much of a hot streak recently. These two trying to get some momentum back on their side. Who will be the second entrant into the Money in the Bank ladder matches? Here comes Drake using that speed advantage here as now, Apollo has some impressive moves, but no, catches him as it bounces out of it there. Athleticism from these two. And Apollo now with a big forearm to the face of Maverick. But Maverick now using the momentum in the ropes. No, gets caught. Military press. And drops him. Now he's going to go for that standing moonsault. Connects there. Great counter from Apollo. And Cruz trying to end it with that blue thunder bomb. No, hits the ropes using the momentum for the rope-assisted bulldog. And now hitting the ropes. Going to go for the Shining Wizard to end it all off here. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Drake Maverick is going to the Money in the Bank ladder match. Former Royal Rumble opponents are now both entered into the Money in the Bank ladder match. And Apollo now obviously continuing his losing streak, obviously disappointed with his performance. We now have two confirmed entrants into the Money in the Bank ladder match, Sammy Guevara and Drake Maverick. It's looking to be a high-flying ladder match from here right now, but next up, we have the new LWA World Heavyweight Champion, Cody Rhodes, talking about what's next for Money in the Bank for the champ himself. Obviously, he was the one to dethrone Adam Cole for his reign of terror. Two-time Royal Rumble winner, one of the most accomplished men in LWA. Here is your champion, Cody Rhodes.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, a few weeks ago, I already addressed my win at WrestleMania to gain the LWA World Heavyweight Championship. I already addressed my match at Heroes and Villains against Johnny Gargano for the same championship. But one thing I didn't address is what the plan will be at Money in the Bank for the LWA World Heavyweight Champion, Cody Rhodes. In a few moments, 4 men will come out here into this ring and fight for the right to face me at Money in the Bank for the LWA World Heavyweight Championship. And I said it not too long ago, and I'll say it again. Whoever wins it, bring it on. Because we had to wait and wait for a champion that will bring y'all matches whenever he can for the biggest prize in sports entertainment. Because I will not be a champion that taints the legacy of the championship. I will be a fighting champion. I will defend the title any chance I get. I'll put the title up for grabs under any stipulation, under any conditions. It doesn't matter who it is, where it is, when it is, I'm ready for it.
So whoever wins tonight and faces me at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, you better bring your whole catalog with you, because I will not be a flash in the pan. This title stays with me and my family where it belongs. Cody Rhodes obviously willing to take on any challengers at this point in his title reign. Let's see who will come out on top and face Cody at Money in the Bank. How's it going, y'all? It's Logan from LWA here, and I just wanted to tell y'all to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so y'all never miss a video. Likes and subscriptions really help out the channel to get it rolling, so just make sure you do that, and let's see who goes to Money in the Bank to fight Cody Rhodes. Welcome back to LWA Wrestling, where it is time for our main event, a fatal 4-way to determine who will face Cody Rhodes for the LWA World Heavyweight Championship. And here comes the first man in this fatal 4-way, Kevin Owens. Obviously has had a lot of chances over the past year or so to capture that championship, but hasn't been able to do that for various reasons. Obviously at Royal Rumble, Adam Cole cheated to win. At Ultimate X, he got handcuffed to the post by Adam Cole. So can he get it done this time? A lot of pent-up anger and frustration going into this matchup for Kevin Owens. And here comes the king of strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura. Former North American champion ready to put his will to the test to try to bring the LWA World Heavyweight Championship to his name. And here comes the Swiss Cyborg, one of the biggest, hardest hitting strikers I know in professional wrestling, Cesaro. Cesaro, obviously a newer face in LWA, only being in LWA for about a year, hasn't caught any titles, but here comes the whole effing show, RVD Rob Van Dam. RVD, also newer in LWA, hasn't caught any titles, debuted at Halloween Havoc 2022, but he's looking to change that by bringing the World Heavyweight Championship to his name. These four superstars ready to battle for the right to face Cody Rhodes at Money in the Bank. Here we go, these four sizing each other up here. Kevin Owens going aggressive, pushes them away, ducks in. Now Kevin has them both in DDT position, but gets caught with a big roundhouse. And we're back to square one, fast-paced action to start off here as we're all going after each other here. And Nakamura working on Owens after taking him down there, as now he sees RVD in the corner, running a big boot to the corner there. As now, this isn't going to be good for RVD here, as now going to roll backwards, try to hit him with that knee, but no, gets caught by Cesaro with a German suplex, just flinging him over the shoulder, but Cesaro's not done with a big European uppercut to take down RVD. And Nakamura working on Cesaro here as a big forearm, but now gets caught, gonna go for the stunner here, but gets pushed away, and uppercut. And now, super kick to the jaw there. But here comes RVD, and gets caught in a stunner. Oh my goodness, and now cover. No! Nakamura breaks it up. What a counter by Owens. And Cesaro now and RVD squaring off, but now, gets taken down and gonna go for the swing here. The swing is incommenced, but Nakamura Kinshasa out of the swing. My goodness. Cesaro and Shinsuke were trading shots a second ago, but a big roundhouse ends off the sequence. No, and now a half Nelson. Half Nelson suplex, and now he's going to look for the Kinshasa here, connects. That's got to be it. Shinsuke's going to Money in the Bank. And I was correct. Shinsuke is going to Money in the Bank. Cody Rhodes' challenger at Money in the Bank has been confirmed. Shinsuke Nakamura will take on, oh my goodness, and here comes the champ. The American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes is here to maybe face off with Shinsuke ahead of their match at Money in the Bank for the LWA World Heavyweight Championship. Here we go now. We saw Rhodes not too long ago, but he's back here to maybe share some words with his challenger at Money in the Bank. as Rhodes has entered the ring. I'm sure these two have great respect for each other, as these two have done it across the world. But what better way to do it for the first time in LWA than for the biggest prize in the company? But we thank y'all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Make sure to keep God number one, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.
You win. Perfect.